going on, y'all? It's the boy Vincent, repping the boy Vincent Fitness, and I'm back again today with another YouTube video. And the topic of today is going to be, there's a lesson to be found in everything in life. Now, guys, me personally, as y'all do know, you might not see it, but I'm 31 years old. I'm going to be 32 at the end of this year. My birthday's in December. But what I've noticed is in life is no matter what situation that you're in, there's always a lesson to be found in every single thing that you do, no matter how small or no matter how big. And the thing with getting a little bit older is kind of seeing, you can kind of look back on your life and see, okay, in this instance I learned this, or in that instance I learned that. And in this video I'm gonna break down for y'all just 3 different instances in my life that I've noticed that were really lessons that I take with me wherever I go. So make sure y'all going ahead and like, subscribe, leave a comment, and make sure to check the video out all the way through to the end. I just want to make sure to drop some good game for y'all. The number one thing is working, kind of crappy jobs. Now, my first ever job, I was flipping burgers at Wendy's, and the job was making probably like $7 an hour. I remember I had to walk like damn near 20 minutes just to get to work. I have no car in the hot Florida sun. And I remember working that job, I learned a lot of different things, but the most important issue that I had, I couldn't really speak up. Like, I was always very quiet. I was always kind of a shy person, but working that kind of job, especially you in the drive-through, you're getting yelled at, you have to talk very loudly. There's certain instances where an order needs to be changed. And I remember, man, just being so kind of nervous, just having to go over to a coworker and be like, hey, can you change this or change that? But those were things that I needed to learn, and life put me in that situation so I could level up them attributes that I had in order to kind of get to where I needed to be, or at least it pushed me towards that next level. Another thing, especially at that job working at Wendy's, is dealing with different types of people. Especially my parents, they tried to keep us very sheltered in a sense, but in a negative sense is, you didn't really know how to work with certain people or deal with certain people that might not like you or not like you. And this is every job I've ever had, even no matter what I did, there's always gonna be someone at the job that don't like me, especially at my last job, boy, especially coming up in there, them German dudes, they did not like me, because, I'm a kind of a muscular dude, so a lot of the females in the office, they choosing up on you, and you have to deal with that. You have to learn how to build that mental fortitude, and flipping burgers at Wendy's especially, that was that job that kind of really taught me how to dealing with people that you don't really like, but at the same time, you just kind of go about your business. The second instance that I would say is your hobbies. Now, most importantly, I would say video games. When I was a kid, especially, we used to be on that Call of Duty, we used to be on that Gears of War, and I remember just kind of learning the team aspect of doing certain things, the aspect of being able to work with other people, being able to come up with different challenges or solve different challenges is what I say. I learned so much from playing video games. I learned about business from playing video games. I always say this, man, like with World of Warcraft. Like, I remember back in the day when I was playing World of Warcraft, there was a particular shard that you could kind of mine, and with this shard you could create a certain buff for your weapon. So I think it was like a fire thing, so when you would attack an enemy, then you could put fire damage as well. And this is something that was really valuable because you could put it on any character at any level, I think. So what I would do was, every morning I would go into the auction house. Every server had an auction house and you could buy this particular shard. So I would buy out the shard and I would triple, sometimes even quadruple the price. And that taught me a lot about business. I mean, I was caked up on World of Warcraft. I had the cool dragon, all that fun stuff, a cool lion that I would ride around on, all the fly gear, That really taught me a lot about business. And you see this nowadays, especially with the times that we're living in during the virus, how they could basically say a commodity like toilet paper was, it was gonna be not available, and then bam, they could jack up the price and create a demand. You see this right now with eggs. They're doing the same thing. There's no eggs, there's no demand, there's no eggs, so then they can jack up the price. A few years ago, I remember eggs dropped down to 1 cent, obviously, because I bodybuild, so I know about these things. I gotta keep making them gains. The third thing that really taught me a lot in life, that what I needed to learn about in life, was bodybuilding. Now, guys, obviously, some of y'all will watch this and think, man, bodybuilding, you guys are a bunch of narcissists, this blah, blah, blah. But bodybuilding teaches you a lot, man. And I remember when I first went to the gym, I remember, man, a long time ago, like 2012. I remember being so insecure. I used to wear a big old hoodie, big old joggers, cover myself up because I didn't really like my body. But what I noticed was the big guys in the gym, you know, Big Tony, Big Steve, them kind of dudes, they was always the most friendly people. They was always coming up to me, always trying to talk to you, always trying to encourage you. Hey, big man, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I see you lifting that weight. And it slowly helped to build my confidence. And that was one aspect, especially seeing how you can be the change. Someone could literally be, you don't know you, and they can go out of their way to kind of help improve your self-esteem just by being a beacon of light, so to say. They're living their rap, so to say. They're living in a way that kind of that inspires you to want to push forward, and that really helped me going into the gym. I remember going to LA Fitness in the beginning, especially the people there were so friendly, and I kind of fell in love with working out because I had people in there that was kind of showing me how to do certain things and giving me tips and all that. Another aspect with bodybuilding, man, what you put in is what you get out. And it is what it is, man. Like, you see some of these dudes, they be the main ones at the gym, they in the corner, you know, butt hurt because they don't look that good. The main reason is that because they ain't really putting in the work. They're not in the gym shooting the way you are. And that's why they don't look the way they do, or they're not seeing the progress that they do. Bodybuilding, it's mainly based off law of thermodynamics. If you eat an amount of certain calories, of course you're not gonna lose weight. If you want to gain muscle, I don't care what, oh, I'm an ectomorph or an endomorph, blah, blah. If you want to gain muscle, bro, you gotta eat. That it is what it is, and it's how badly do you want it. And bodybuilding showed me if you work hard enough, you can achieve exactly what it is that you want. You just gotta put in the hours. You gotta trust the process. You gotta understand that you might not see the progress that you want today, but tomorrow eventually you're gonna get there. It's just a matter of staying on the grind and trusting the grind. And those are the three things that really showed me that there's always a lesson to be found in everything in life. So I really want y'all to kind of take heed to what I said. And what's most important is, like we always say around here, make sure that you control the negative, guys. So that's all I got to say today. I hope you guys have a great day. I'm out.